No, I think great memories. You know, I like Jessie a lot. I think she does a really good job with her program. Always has them ranked in and around the top 10. She has some really successful teams. Does a good job. They play really hard for her. You know, just for us, it's about us trying to figure out how we use the day to get better and compete against somebody else finally.
Yeah. Can you give us a little update on Jordan?
Jordy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think by the end of the week she should be up to about 90% on the Ultra G, so pretty good number. Getting her in some shooting drills in practice, which she loves because she doesn't have to play defense, just shooting, so she loves that. Looking good. Haven't had any setbacks, just making sure we keep taking those, you know, those necessary steps and we don't hit any stepbacks. So far, so good.
What would that mean as far as her getting on the practice floor with you?
Yeah, you know, I think once we hit the 100, you know, we can start to integrate her into some half-court stuff. Right now with the 90%, the idea is to maybe, you know, start some controlled one-on-one and then maybe some two-on-two with our guys, and then kind of open it up to see how she tolerates reacting to it and not so much controlled. But so far so good. She's tolerated everything. She's a jumper by nature when she shoots, so being able to land and take the impact time after time after time and not have a setback, I feel like pretty positive news.
Is there anything in particular you want to get out of tomorrow night?
Yeah, we want to win. We want to get better. You know, we just every day, right? Like November 6th is the real thing for us, and you know, every day we're just trying to stack days. You know, we put a game plan together. You know, and hopefully we'll be able to stick to it and follow it. Got a young team in terms of playing experience together. We didn't do any scouts necessarily in Europe when we played, so seeing if we can translate that to real live action, and then, you know, seeing how wide-eyed we are with some newbies playing in front of a good Mechie crowd.
What's a good day look like when you have one of these exhibition games against an opponent? Yeah,
and you know, in an exhibition game, it doesn't always show up in you know, total points you win by, or you know, the amount of points you score, whatever the case may be. It's more or less like, did you execute the game plan? Did you execute what we asked you to do? You know, personnel-wise, did we take care of that? Are we running plays the right way? You know, are we able to change our defenses and as the flow of the game? How are we reacting after timeouts? Are we able to take from timeouts, ATOs, and execute that on the court? You know, stuff that maybe doesn't always show up in the box score, but when we watch film, it'll be eye-opening for us.
You have, okay, go ahead, Mike.
So I've talked to you since your Butler scrimmage.
Yeah.
What'd you learn? What'd you see?
Yeah, slow start out of the gate. You know, I think you know, just maturity-wise, what happened was, you know, our older kids kind of came in and calmed us down, and you know, put some good quality minutes together. We were able to play with a couple lineups that we think we can have success or find success. And what it did is it enabled us to have, you know, real live film. Sometimes against our practice squad, we don't always see the success we're having or the success we're not having. And so be able to do that against a good quality opponent, a well-coached team, a team that plays really hard, you know, it was good for us. You know, this is what we need to tweak, this is what we need to change. The best part of it was we had a terrible first half, reset the score, and we responded, and had a really competitive group in the second 20 minutes there.
Between your two freshman bigs, you know, how's that competition been? And,
it's healthy. It's great. They love going against each other and they love supporting each other. So both have a really big opportunity in front of them, and it's been good. They complement each other differently, you know, or perfectly actually. You know, KP's she's got a little bit more wiggle to her. Lana's a little bit more north to south. Great, I'm telling you, like elite rim runner. And the best thing about them is they want to be great. They want to learn, they want to be taught, and they're in there every single day trying to get better.
I'm sure you've toyed around with what lineups you want to start tomorrow night. Are there a few positions that you're pretty well set on and some undecided, or do you know right now what you're going to do?
No, I think we know what we're going to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know if that means that's what's going to happen November 6th.
Right.
You know, I told them that actually a couple days ago in practice. You know, like there's 200 minutes in the game. You know, practice is like, this is the time you go out and you win the minutes. It's not, you don't wait till game time to win minutes. Like, you win your minutes right now, and I think that kind of resonated with a few of them. Obviously in Europe we shared minutes and split minutes. You know, we didn't necessarily do that at Butler. You know, I think there was some hidden messages sent that day, and since then some of our kids have responded to it. So like I said, I think we know what we're going to do tomorrow. Hopefully everything goes well in practice today. We don't have to change anything of that, but like I said, I'm not sure if that's the November 6th lineup or not.
How comfortable are you with just your depth right now compared
to
last year, and the amount of interchangeable pieces you feel like you have?
Yeah, it's great. Like, even if we decide to go with a younger starting lineup, then we've got some maturity coming off the bench who's had, you know, real college experience. If we would go with an older group to start, then we've got the young, youthful energy coming off the bench. So, and there's always somebody pushing you. You know, I think if you line up a point guard, there's a backup point guard pushing him. Like, a starting shooting guard, there's somebody pushing, and vice versa. And you know, obviously everything's great right now. We don't have any losses in the column there, so it's been healthy in practice. And you know, we don't have a mega superstar, so hopefully we can just keep it healthy all year and get it done by committee.
What lineup were you pleased with at Butler in the second half?
So let's see, we had a lineup of Amaya, Ella, Des, Mari, and I think Alana was a lineup that kind of just competed and like took things to you know, we went on a pretty good solid run. And I think that was just maturity in the moment. You know, we got down there at 11:20 or 11:30, we stretched and played at noon. It was almost like an AAU game, and I think that they just kind of handled it and responded to the challenges we put on before the game, but then at halftime to really challenge it. I think that group really responded to that challenge.
Can you talk a little bit about Destiny, what she really brought to your team? I mean, you mentioned a little bit before how you were surprised what a scorer she is, but being a WAC defensive player.
Just you know, someone else besides Rashonda who can pick up the ball full court, having another ball stop and create havoc for 94 feet has been great. You know, she's somebody who I think we played her 30 minutes in our scrimmage. She played so well. She hit open shots, didn't turn the ball over, had 4 assists, guarded really well. Still has tendency from, you know, her previous schools of on the defensive side. So getting her to really learn and lean into what we're asking her to do. But she's so coachable, a great teammate. Yeah, she's got a chance to have an impact for us.